somebody that asks you, yo, how you feeling? I walk around with my confidence on a million. Don't let it bother me when the people be tripping. I'ma have a good day. You need somebody that truly understand you. I'm on your side, we together, I'm never playing.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. Inside. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Anderson. The open shot by Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Looking at tonight's matchup, both front courts are outstanding. This should be quite a battle here, Smitty.
It should be. The big man in the spotlight in this one. Rebounding and everything in the paint. This should be a great showdown. Strength versus strength.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Ja Morant.
Morant with the bucket.
Now that was a clever adjustment. That was a tough shot.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
Now here's Anderson. Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Anderson. Just 3 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Memphis.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Now here's Edwards. Towns for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Brooks from outside. The offensive rebound. Outside Bane. And that one's long.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Pass to Towns. To the paint. Here's Russell. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll... shoot free throws. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Shooting for Memphis.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Brooks outside. Back to Bane. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
DA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Because right now, it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Gobert, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Here's Jackson. Here's Bane. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Bane's got 5.
2 minutes remaining.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. To the middle. To win the run. And Gobert with the lay-in.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Russell with the ball. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Down low. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Adams. To the inside. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards. 23 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Clark. Back to Green. Hits the trifecta.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
Here's Russell. Good D by Clark.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
For 3.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped them.
And so it's Memphis, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Here are your Minnesota Timberwolves.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one.
I got yours.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Tonight, early on, this team is saying, forget the analytics. Let's take mid-range shots. They can be easy points.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Conchar. Three-pointer, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Gobert. Little turnaround. And it's blocked by Clark. And now the Grizzlies on the run. It's rebounded by Rivers.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr., Zaire Williams.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
Tries again. Reed, good. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
Pass to Russell. Here's Rivers. And they'll get another chance. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Substitution on the court.
Down low. Deflects the pass to the middle. Here's Jackson. Now Brooks. Outside Bain. Puts one up from 19. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Noel. Gobert with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got 6.
Nice interior touch from Rudy. Good at getting ideal positioning and capitalizing. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
First personal foul.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Ja Morant.
And then Morant with the dunk.
With the ball on the string, Ja Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Pass to Gobert.
2 minutes remaining.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Steven Adams.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
In this era of stretch bigs, many traditional centers have struggled, but Rudy Gobert just continues to thrive at both ends.
Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Bain. And then Morant with the jam.
Quick hands from Desmond, coming up with that steal. Beautiful.
Pass to Reed. Here's Gobert. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Memphis leading. Outside Bain. On the wing, Bain. Pass to Williams. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. To the right side. Back to Towns. Good D by Clark. Here's Brooks. Here's Conchar. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Clark, no good.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution on the court.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Pass to Tillman. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Here's Noel. On the wing, Rivers. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves, 18.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
Inside. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket. Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play. Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Bane, no good. And so it's Minnesota with it. Trailing by 10. Pass to Gobert. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Back to Bane. Left side, Morant. That one off the back iron and out. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
And here are the Grizzlies. Jackson, left side. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
Right there on that play, Jackson showed the nice touch and his ability to finish around the rim.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. 3 on 3.
Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
As for Dillon Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, B.A. He's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Pass to Williams. Jackson with it. Covered by Towns. Here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Russell.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Danny.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now Towns. The rebound by Jackson.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And Jackson gets double teamed. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Don't leave your feet, defense 101. But Danny Green, such a good shooter, makes it hard not to bite on the up fake.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Pass to Tillman. That one no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Grizzlies now. Here's Edwards. Outside for Russell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And what has made D'Lo a max player? He puts constant pressure on the defense. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Green for 3. Memphis the rebound. Pass to Jackson. And Jackson gets double teamed. Shot clock at 3. The 3. Rebound Minnesota.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
He has led this team in rebounds and also taken on the role of enforcer.
At the line for Minnesota.
Good on the second one. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Conchar. Money on the 19-footer.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Russell. Here's the 3. And they recover it. The kick out to Edwards. Now here's Russell. Offensive rebound. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in a good situation.
26. The Grizzlies, 39.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Memphis. It's a 13-point game. Morant, no good. Here's Edwards. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Pass to Adams. Brooks outside. Off target from three-point range.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Clark. Now Adams. And here's Morant outside. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Second personal foul.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Edwards can't hit. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Adams up top. Pass to Morant. Back to Payne. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Anthony Towns.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies spinning, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
And Edwards slams it in.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Pass to Clark. The 3 is up. Edwards pulls it in. And here's Russell, hounded by Morant. It's Edwards with a drive. Gobert, he's open. The shot no good. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Here's Brooks. Good. And the setup by Morant.
Assist goes to
And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
I like Dillon's awareness in transition. He just understands where to go and what to do.
And here are the Grizzlies now. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
first personal foul.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
They grab their own miss. Here's Gobert. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Grizzlies.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
From deep, Morant. From beyond the arc, and then some.
3 points.
Morant's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, if Morant's going to hit from there, I don't know how you guard him.
.144 left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Memphis ball.
.141 left to play in the fourth quarter. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 14 points here in the second half.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Prince. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Safe to say, the outcome is no longer in question.
I love what we saw from them tonight.
Oh, that was something else. Wow.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
They're on a little run right now, and I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Gobert with the bucket.
We're watching the offensive development by Rudy Gobert. He is exploding tonight.
Back to Bane. Pass to Morant. And the shot goes.
Ja Morant.
And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Substitution on the court.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
Pass to Jones. Memphis takes this one by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy.
Himalaya, 눈더미 같이 쌓인 일들은 Himalaya. 난 얼마나 더 많이 더위를 해요. 사람들은 잊지 않을까 내 이름 세 글자를. 덕분에 우린 하루 두 번의 아침 해를 burner. 다 집어쳐 오늘 밤 we party. 난 다 밀었어 오랜만에 we mobbing. 계획을 바꿀래 갑자기.
내 새로운 노래가 rockin' on the speaker 사진 찍고 싶어 yeah just take a picture yeah 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 feeling all this yeah 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 남기지 말고 오늘 밤을 넌 아끼지 마 너가 데려온 친구들 전부 세워놓고 그 음악 볼륨을 키워도 천장을 뚫어버릴 정도로 술잔을 들어 in the air 음악을 크게 틀어 in the air Tonight we ain't got limit baby 내일 내가 살아있을지도 if it yeah if it yeah yeah 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 if it poppin' tags for the night yeah meet up extra early get it started yeah 올 거면 미리 내게 말을 해 I don't recognize your friend's face 소개시켜줘 나랑 놀게 원하면 함께 chillin' 내 오는 100% tonight Yeah, I'm finna represent we higher 음악 오늘 파티에 멋진 옷들로만 몸을 걸친 상태로 오면 돼 Take pics for Instagram looking like I'm searching Snap, snap, ooh, snap, snap, ooh 맘에 든 애를 bang ay. Snap, snap, ooh, snap, snap 나머진 태그 안 해도 돼 ay. 잊어봐 내일은 싹 다 뒤로 밀어내 ay. 싹 다 뒤로 밀어내 ay. 싹 다 뒤로 밀어 야 넌 앞을 즐기지 오늘은 놀 거야 미친 듯이 하루만 너랄게 we down for the night oh bass bumping right oh I done lost count oh we don't rap like that we don't flex like that 술잔을 들어 in the air 음악을 크게 틀어 in the air Tonight we ain't got limit baby 내일 내가 살아있을지도 if it yeah if it yeah yeah if it yeah If it yeah yeah if it yeah if it yeah yeah if it yeah if it yeah yeah
내 옆에 기분 좋은 사람 기분 좋은 vibes yeah 난 곁을 타고 있어 기분 좋은 life yeah 어디 갈까 오늘 밤 yeah 내 도착지는 space see me in the stars yeah 난 연락이 와 전화가 와 내 목소리 듣고 싶대 내 파티도 와 술자리 있다고 받은 수많은 초대 But I'd rather be with you 우리 둘이 취하면 훨씬 느낌 좋아 음악 들으 make the mood We take it higher every day 큰 목걸이 하나 하는 거보다는 19개 하나에 500만 원이면 한번 계산해 500만 원 next 19 That means I'm getting paid Yeah grinding every day Yeah 손으로 모아 pray Yeah yeah Look 나름 겸손해 Yeah 너무 감사해 Yeah 민지가 주는 나 필요 없어 꾸준히만 하면 돼 Yeah let's get it
And if the beat live, you know Lil Ju made it. Big chain around my neck, so these know I'm rich. And I don't need with the big stack in this purse, so these know I'm working. I'm holding this in my Birkin. Got a whole leg L trying to come for my pen. I'm really finna make another M. Now tell me how the I'm in the wrong if I don't want the he still ain't with the be working. I make moves in silence. Might never like me and I'm fine with it. Nasty. I'm a real fantasy. I'll for a broke handle me. Rich energy. Y'all still messy. And I'm sick of y'all trying it. RC's but ain't never finna buy. Sorry, take me cause I'm the it girl. I ain't never asked to be the girl. Don't call me sis cause I'm not your sister. You really need to come and get your mister. Seeing all my ops linked up in the picture. Everybody look busted, injured. Stalking my page, probably want moves in silence. Might never like me and I'm fine with it. Nasty, I'm a real fantasy. I for a broke handle me. Rich energy, y'all still messy. And I'm sick of y'all trying it. RC's but ain't never finna buy. Bad running my pack. Some lame broke all in my way. way, clear 'em. Chains ain't making no noise, they ain't big enough. Wildin', on the boat, on the island. When I better make 'em throw the towel in. One, I'ma have my fun. Teacup, I can fit a in my purse. Which one of y'all wanna go first? Spicy, ain't it out built like me? I run, probably how I gotta deal with Nike. Beefin', you just mad we ain't speaking. And I'm the one that put the roof where you sleep in. Phony, I don't need no new homies. I'm the reason all of my ops ain't homeless.
My nail tech knows how to keep it a little secret. I don't wish for my success, I speak it. I caught a buzz and you did too, but I look like I've been getting money, how reek it. You smell me, that's LV. Walk around with my chest out and my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't wealthy. Most of y'all just dress like it. I caught the vibe that y'all giving off and I'm trying to make myself less like it. This chick got a little Porsche body, I might let the bro. It's hard for me to get excited. I love music and stress about it. My city haunting, I'm co-signing this wave coming up next out it. Ride around and her Tesla, hanging both of my legs out it like what's up? I got stakes and they too high now, I can't. I like girls that's down to earth, so don't be stuck up. I don't take L's, I give them out and I chuck them up. First listen, they hearing like what the 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I like TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like the King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, they I'm back there doing jack dance like and I'm not no fashionista, but I'm fly though. And I know I gave up, but I'm told her I don't, but you can try though. I'm not on top of it yet, but I'm that guy though. I take a look round at my confidence, just wide open, big whipping. I notice they treat me like I'm chosen. Eyes open, heart clean, and my mind focused. Just keeps going how I wrote it. How the could you doubt us? I mean, back then it made sense, but it's like, now what? Now they down to come around just to be round us. You ain't one of my dogs, why do you hound us? It's very few of you I like, but it's a whole lot of y'all I don't.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here in Toronto as the Raptors look to work the home court advantage. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Pass to Van Vliet. This one for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Thank you. Scotty Barnes.
Back to Holiday. Lopez right side. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one a little long.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Siakam misses. And, Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Holiday following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, that is some kind of heads-up basketball from Holiday. He does not sleep on the wide-open man and found him perfect.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
There's Siakam following the basket by Giannis.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
At the line.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Pass to Lopez. Poked loose. Van Vliet with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got 5.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Allen, that's good.
Getting better and better as a playmaker. Giannis is the ultimate team-first superstar. He does put up big assist numbers, and that's an evolving part of his game.
Now here's Flynn. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Offline with his 3. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good on the 3. Here's Porter. Outside Flynn. Back to Birch. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. Inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Milwaukee ball. Now into the lineup for your Raptors. Thaddeus Young.
Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Young. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Giannis' journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, an attitude of joy and unselfishness, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. He's one of the most popular players in the world.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Pass to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Toronto trailer. Van Vliet, right side. And here's Porter. Defended by Middleton. Here's Van Vliet. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. It could go. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force.
10. The Bucks. 11.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Pass to Lopez. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lopez has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Bucks.
And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's Trent picking him up. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee. Pass to Flynn. Knocks down the 3-ball. Flynn's got 5. Reagan back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now. And that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again. Just need to push all the right buttons.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Giannis continues to expand his offensive arsenal, and with that, his confidence and ability can actually take over more.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
So both teams making some changes here. Raptors trail by 6. Barnes down low. Outside Flynn. On the wing, Anunoby. Here's Birch. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Fast break Toronto. Flynn with the ball. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Bucks leading by 4. Giannis outside. Left side, Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Portis can't get it to go. Here's Trent. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Trent's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Giannis. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Anunoby has the open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton.
Chris Middleton
gets it to go from 18 feet away.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Oh, a nice way to punctuate that possession.
That's his first personal foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
And stolen by Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
That's tipped. Young with the steal. Pass to Achua. The three. Here's Trent. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the Bucks. Middleton right side. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nice handles by Middleton. Actually, really impressive handles. Put on a show with that dribbling exhibition.
Now Achua. Pass to Porter. Raptors moving the ball around. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Giannis. Allen outside. Fires the three. Here's Giannis. And that'll do it for the first half of the competitive game so far.
Score is your Raptors 21.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. And I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far.
Come on, Isaac.
Now Middleton, following the miss by Fred VanVleet from deep. Out to Ibaka, to the paint. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. Here's Trent. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there.
Unlike a lot of perimeter-oriented teams, GA, offensively, the Bucks can really play inside out.
No doubt. And teams pack in the lane against Milwaukee, but Giannis in particular is a terrific passer. And if you leave a shooter open, he tends to find it. Oh, that's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. The layup missed. Toronto trailing. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Allen. They get a hand on it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent. The Bucks making a switch here.
Bucks substitution. Bobby Portis.
And Holiday, here we go. Good D by Barnes.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Off with the layup. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Anunoby. Stolen by Holiday. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And stolen by Siakam. Back to Trent for the lead. Rebound Milwaukee. Middleton outside. Allen outside. From the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
3.
Allen's got 5.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
And the Raptors call time here.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
Raptors trail by 3. And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. With his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about getting to his spots.
And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
No good from Connaughton.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Now, here's Ingles. Pass to Connaughton. Now Ibaka, covered by Barnes. The kick out to Matthews. Here's Connaughton. Takes a 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ibaka. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Siakam. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Bucks trail. Pass to Portis. With the fadeaway. And Boucher sends it back. Here's Ibaka. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the defender overcommits a little bit. Ibaka too quick for him on that move. Earns a trip to the line. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
The Bucks have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
Second team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Bucks.
And both free throws good for Giannis. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good D by Siakam. It's a close game here in Toronto. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
To the middle. Gets the bucket and the foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Personal foul.
Boy, there is an understated, quiet physicality to Holiday's game. I mean, he's a guy that you don't want to mess with. He's strong and tough and persistent.
Free throw, no good for Holiday.
Making the correct read right there. Otto Porter showing you his basketball IQ.
Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3.
35. The Bucks. 34.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Raptors with the lead. VanVleet with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And a wide open look for Siakam. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Giannis. They get it back. Pass to Ibaka. Giannis left side. The kick out to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 20 points.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
And so it's Milwaukee now, after the Raptors pick up 2. And the shot is good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode. And now in his 14th NBA season, just 1 All-Star appearance for Jrue Holiday. But that belies his greatness as a player.
And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
You know, Greg, you can make the case Jrue Holiday is the prototypical two-way guard.
You know, and defense can sometimes go overlooked. Just 1 All-Star game, but Jrue's impact perhaps greater than some other players with multiple All-Star seasons.
Second team foul.
That one, this is for Young.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The offensive rebound. And Siakam throws it down.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Young with the steal. And the basket is good. And the Raptors lead by 4. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Toronto.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Goes up to the stripe. From deep. Anunoby, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look. Persistence pays for Middleton, commanding the ball and really demonstrating why his teammates trust him in these moments.
Toronto calls timeout.
To grab a free shirt. Get loud, it's time for your North Side Crew.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
The evolution of Giannis has been remarkable to watch, including him wanting to take over in the important spots in games.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
He gets them to within
Come
one
on,
possession,
let's
but
go.
that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Bucks trail by 3. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Intercepted. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Trent can't hit. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Yacht. Here's Lopez. Count. And they'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Boy, those are the kinds of plays that Lopez is known for. Huge basket pick.
Well, free throw off from Lopez. Down low. Trent. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Good.
And delivering in the clutch, Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. No good on that one. Good D by Siakam. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Pass the Bucks.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? You know, a few misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Well, Van Vliet looks determined at the line, set to deliver for his team.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 4. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Trying to stay alive.
Are undefeated, come on.
They're going to draw the
Raptors.
play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And the Bucks with possession here. 4-point game. And they get it back. Kept alive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. Gets the first. That puts them up by 5.
At the line for your Raptors.
Second one is good. Being both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
And moonwalking the same little small pump, but I ain't knock chalk off cue balls.
I see you, Isaac.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot. I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no